What's up, everybody? It's Amrinder Singh, and you are listening to Learn Punjabi like a native podcast. The main purpose of this podcast is to teach you conversation in Punjabi and tell the difference between textbook type Punjabi and the real conversation in Punjabi. Now, let's kick this thing off. Today, we're going to learn vocabulary related to the weather. So, the first word is going to be rain. So, what is the meaning of rain in Punjabi? Mostly you would see in the books Varkha, all right? So Varkha means rain. But who the hell say Varkha when they're talking in Punjabi? In normal talking, nobody says Varkha, right? It is only exist in books. If you wanna say that, you can say that. We can understand that. The Punjabi people understand what you're talking about. But like if you are listening for that, we don't say that. So what's the word for that? It is me, right? Me. If it's raining, then instead of saying like a varkha ho rahi hai, all right, so we say me pai janda, me pai janda. We don't say that. We don't use varkha. We don't say varkha agi. We say me aa gaya. It means rain started, right? So that's what we say. So there's also a couple of words for that, like kania, right? It means like a raindrops. So we use this word kania when rain just started. So it is not that heavy. It is just like a few drops are dropping. You can say kania, right? So kania means drops. So we also use kania for rain. And if somebody asks you like how much rain in how much was rain in your village, right? So but there's not a lot, there's like a few drops. You can say थोड़ियां जिहियां कणियां सी, right? Little bit like rain, right? थोड़ियां जिहियां कणियां सी. And there's another word for rain that is shadaka. So what is a shadaka? It is also kind of rain. So basically we use that. Basically it means like when there's a rain, it is very fast, but it was in a longer period of time. It was like for 1 or 2 minutes or 3 minutes, right? It was fast. Then says shadaka. Like if somebody asks you, was it rain in your town? You can say shadaka jasi. So he would understand that it was not like a rain for a long period of time. It was short, shadaka. But if it is not like a fast rain, it is like a dropping. You can't say shadaka. Then it's kania. But it was really fast. It looks like it's going to be a so fast heavy rain, but it was not. It stopped after 1 or 2 minutes, 3, 4, 5 minutes, whatever. Then it is shadaka. All right. And there's another word which we use, jhakheda or jhakheda. Some people say jhakheda, some people say jhakheda. What does it mean? It means when rain comes with like fast wind. When it's fast wind and it's raining, that time people use jhakheda, right? If somebody say ਕੱਲ ਸਾਡੇ ਪਿੰਡ ਝੱਖੜ ਬਹੁਤ ਸੀ, right? So it means there was rain and there was also fast wind. So basically when it's jhakhad, maybe you can see like a few trees are fallen off. So basically it's mix. Yeah, it is mix of rain and fast wind. All right. Some people say jhakheda, some people say jhakhad. And yeah, so there's another word, bondabandi, right? Bondabandi. It means like a when it's raining very slowly and very small drops. That's bondabandi. I think in English people say drizzling, right? So drizzling is bondabandi. And if there's very tiny, like a micro drops are falling, right? Like you can just like feel, that's pur. That's called pur. If somebody say pur payandi, it means like a very small drops. Like a drizzling is like a smaller than drizzling. We can say people call it pur. All right. So there are few names: bundavandi, pur, jhakheda, jhakhad. The same thing. Shadaka. I already explained what does it mean. And what is the other word? kania, yeah, kania, right? So these all these names I just, like I told you, it comes under me. Me is a general name for that. Basically, you can use, if you don't want to use these words, you can just use me, right? There was a me, right? So it means like it will rain. Like for example, in English there are few also words for raining, like a rain, uh, like a drizzling, stuff like that, right? And same, right? But it's going to be really good for your listening if somebody's using these words. If somebody's saying like if somebody using jhakeda, jhakheda, shadaka, stuff like that, you can understand that. But if you are speaking, if you're talking, you don't need to use these. You can just use me, all right? Meaning is the most important word because this is the general word, right? So basically, it is a alternative of Varkha. So all the time in the books when we are in the school, when we're studying like geography, so they put Varkha instead of me. But when people talk, they say Varkha. Not Varkha, they say me. All right. So let's move to another word, hailstone. Hailstone means in Punjabi gada. If it's singular, it's gada. So mostly it's going to be plural because there's going to be a lot of hailstone if it if it has happened. So basically, it's gaday. Somebody says like a ਸਾਡੇ ਗੜੇ ਪਏ, right? ਸਾਡੇ ਪਿੰਡ ਗੜੇ ਪਏ. It means it was hailstone in my village, or we got hailstone last night, right? So that's what it means. The next word is cloud. In Punjabi, it's going to be badal, all right? So pay attention on the pronunciation. Some people say badal. It's not badal, right? Badal is a village in Punjab, right? It's not badal. It's badal. Badal. In Hindi, people say badal, I think. So in Punjabi, people say badal. It means clouds. If it is a snow or ice, then it's going to be barf in Punjabi, all right? You can say ਸਾਡੇ barf ਪਈ ਹੈ. It was snow last night, right? ਪਿਛਲੀ ਰਾਤ ਸਾਡੇ barf ਪਈ ਸੀ. It was snow last night. If even it's ice, then yeah, so you still use barf because there's only one word for like a snow and barf in Punjab. For snow and ice, it is barf, all right? So next word is tufaan. So tufaan means it is kind of storm, right? When it's big storm, that's called tufaan. If it is a small storm, so it is called neri. But it should be like if it is yeah. So but if it is dusty storm, then it's called neri. It's still going to be fast, the fast wind, the dusty wind, so fast. But if it is so dusty whatever and it like damages a lot, like it like a full of a lot of trees, then it's going to be a storm, neri, right? Or neri. So neri is a little bit smaller but it's still going to be pretty wild, right? So that's what it means. Maybe it's hurricane. I don't know what the difference between hurricane and storm. So for me, like a storm is a little bit bigger, hurricanes is smaller. I don't know. So the same thing in Punjabi. It's a little smaller, then it's neri. If it's big storm, then it's called tufaan. Earthquake. So earthquake is in Punjabi puchaal, right? So it's pretty simple, only one word, puchaal. And the sky means in Punjabi asmaan. All right. So at the end, if you want to support this podcast, please check on the links. You can support through the Patreon, through the PayPal, whatever you like. And you can also help this podcast to give it to 5 stars if you're listening it on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, because it would help this podcast to spread to the more people. So I hope you enjoyed the lesson and learned something new today. I'll be back with another lesson another day.